In this video, we will discuss practical number problem number 2 of practical 2. Problem number 2 of practical 2. So title of your practical, that is called Study of IC 74LS153 as a multiplexer. In the previous video, we already defined how to use 74LS153 as a 4:1 multiplexer. So name of the IC is nothing but dual 4:1 multiplexer. Type of this IC is nothing but the TTL IC. Okay, that we already defined in the previous video. In this video, we will define how to use 74LS153 as a 8:1 multiplexer. So maximum capacity of 74LS153 is nothing but the 8:1. That's why it's called dual 4:1. So 4:1 plus 4:1, that is nothing but the 8:1 multiplexer. So to implement 8:1 multiplexer, I require two 4:1 multiplexer. So this is called first 4:1 multiplexer. This is called second 4:1 multiplexer. That means this is the first part. This is the first 4:1. This is second 4:1. So in the previous part, we are going to implement only the half part of this 74LS153. But right now, I want to implement whole IC to implement 8:1 multiplexer. So to 8:1 multiplexer, I require total 8 data inputs. Total 8 data inputs and 3 select input as per the concept of your multiplexer. Okay. So to implement 8:1 multiplexer using two 4:1 multiplexer. So this statement I will going to change it. That means implementation of 8:1 multiplexer using two 4:1 multiplexer. That means I have two 4:1 multiplexer. This is first one, this is second one. So to implement 8:1 multiplexer, I will connect two 4:1 multiplexer in a cascading way. Meaning that output of this IC, I will connect the input of this one. That means this first 4:1 multiplexer, that means this is the first 4:1 multiplexer. It consists of your four data inputs, that is called I0, I1, I2, I3. These are the data inputs of first 4:1 multiplexer. Then for this second multiplexer, that means this part of multiplexer, it consists of again four data input, that is called I4, I5, I6, I7 as per the pin number 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so these two 4:1 multiplexer I will connect in a cascading way. So each 4:1 multiplexer, that means for this 4:1 multiplexer, this 4:1 multiplexer, we require two select input as per the principle of your multiplexer. So these B and A are the two select inputs which are common to this multiplexer and this multiplexer. So I will connect this common select input, that is called B and A. As per this case, this is B means pin number 14, A means pin number 2. Okay, then as this is the first 4:1 multiplexer, it produces output 1, that is Y1. So this is nothing but the Y1. This is the output of first 4:1 multiplexer. Then this is called Y2. This is the output of your second 4:1. This is Y2. So to this point, I will connect one OR gate. I will come to that point why you require the OR gate here. Okay. Then as per the concept of this one, I will connect two 4:1 multiplexer in a cascading way through pin number 1 and pin number 15. Because this IC consists of your two stroke. This is called pin number 1, that is called 1G bar. This is pin number 15, that is called 2G bar. These are the stroke and and this is nothing but an active low pin. Active low means what? I will connect this pin to particular ground to implement single 4:1 multiplexer. So in this case, to implement 8:1 multiplexer, through this pin number 1 to pin number 15, I will connect one inverter. Then this is a bubble. This bubble indicates this is nothing but the active low signal. And by connecting this pin number 1 to pin number 15, one inverter, at the input of this inverter, I will consider as the third select input, that is called C. That's why it is called CBA. So this is the total 4 data inputs. Then this is total 8, 4 plus 4, 8. Then it requires 3 select inputs. So this is called C, this is called B, this is called A. Okay. Then from Y1 and Y2, that is from pin number 7 and pin number 9, I will connect one OR gate. Okay. Now we will discuss how this circuit works. Okay. Look here, as per this case, this is called a truth table because for implementation of 8:1 multiplexer, total 8 data input, 3 select input. In this case, I will consider C as the MSB, where A is called LSB. That's why which is varied from 0, 0, 0 to 1, 1, 1. Okay. Now, if I am going to apply here C, look here, how this circuit works. Now, if I am going to apply C is equal to 0, first condition as per this case, this is 0. B is equal to 0, so this is 0. This A is equal to 0, this is 0. Look here. This is 0, this is 0, this is 0. What will happen? As this is nothing but the active low pin. As per the principle of your active low or concept of active low, to activate the particular IC, I will connect this pin to the ground. Otherwise, I will apply logic 0 to particular pin number, this pin number 1. So this is 0, this is active low, so this multiplexer will be get activated. Out of that you are applying, this is B is equal to 0, A is equal to 0, so this is 0, 0 means what? Out of this total 4 data inputs, pin number 6, that is called I0, this will be get activated. But at the same time, this is C is equal to 0, so this is you are applying 0, but due to this inverter it becomes 1. Again, this is nothing but a pin number 15 is called active low, so due to this 1, this is basically called active low signal, you are applying active high signal, so lower multiplexer doesn't work, so this will be disabled, not produce any single output. That's why this is disabled or not produce output. This is Y2 will be 0 because this is deactivated due to this inverter, so this shows output 0, but at the same time you are applying B is equal to 0, A is equal to 0, I6, that 6 number pin that is called I0 will be get activated, so at the output of this one it shows the output 1. So this is Y1 is equal to 1, Y2 is equal to 0 as per the concept of your multiplexer. That means which has many inputs, single output, output can be selected according to the number of select input required. So I want to always produce a output high. So Y1 is equal to 1 and this is 0. So as per the concept of your OR gate, I required here OR gate so that it can be always produce a output 1. So in case of multiplexer, I want to always show my output 1. That's why I required OR gate, because one of the input of OR gate is 1 and second input is 0. This is your first condition. Now suppose I am going to apply second condition, that is called as per this case 0, 0, 1. Look here. This is 0, this is 0. I will make this A is equal to 1. Look here. What will happen? 0. That means again this is active low. Upper multiplexer will be get activated. So that this is 0, this is 1. Out of this pin number 5 will be get activated. That means I1 will be get activated. That will be show the output Y1 will equal to 1. But again due to this C is equal to 0, this is 0, this becomes 1. This is actually active low signal. So you are applying active high. So this lower multiplexer doesn't work. This shows output 0. Again 1 plus 0, it is always 1. This is second condition. Same thing will be happen for 0, 1, 0 and 0, 1, 1. That means due to this C is equal to 0, upper multiplexer will be get activated. This will be shows the output 1. But at the same time, when C is equal to 0, due to this property, lower multiplexer will be disabled, which will always show the output 0. So 1 plus 0, output is always 1. That's why for this condition 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0 and 0, 1, 1, for that case multiplexer 1, that means this will be get activated, this will not be get activated. Now apply the second condition. This is important condition. That means if you are going to apply C is equal to 1, this is 1, very important, and you are applying B is equal to 0, this is 0 and again it is 0. That means this condition I am going to apply. Look here. That means this is 0, so this is active high, but initially this signal is nothing but active low. So due to that case, this multiplexer doesn't work because you require active low signal, you are applying high signal, but due to this 1, you are applying 1 here. And due to this inverter, it becomes 0. So this 0 output you are applying at the input of your second multiplexer. This pin number 15 is called active low signal. So due to this case, this lower multiplexer will be get activated. Now we are applying which condition? 1, 0, 0. So what is 1, 0, 0? That is nothing but the I4. Okay, so this is nothing but a pin number 10. So I4 will be get activated. As I4 will be get activated, this will be show the output 1. This is doesn't work, so this shows the output 0. So what will happen? This is 1, this is 0 as per the property of your OR gate, which always shows the output 1. This is nothing but for this condition. Now if you are going to consider the last condition, that means when CBA is equal to 1, 1, 1. Look here, this is 1, you are applying this is 1 and you are applying this is 1. What will happen? As C is equal to 1, this is active low, you are applying active high, this multiplexer doesn't work. Again this is 1, so this becomes 1, so that's why it becomes 0. Lower multiplexer will be activated. This is 1, 1, 1, that's why I7. So I7 means what? Pin number 13. This shows output 1, so this will be shows output 1. This is doesn't work, so this shows 1, 0. So 1, 0 plus 1 as per the property of your XOR gate, OR gate, we show the output 1. So this circuit will perform as per this truth table, where C I will call as MSB, A is I will call LSB, which is vary from 0, 0, 0 to 1, 1, 1, and this is nothing but the I0, I1, I2, I3 is nothing but the output of your first multiplexer, and I4, I5, I6, I7 is nothing but the output of your second multiplexer. This is as per your logical diagram. I will call this is called logical diagram of implementation of 8:1 using 2 4:1. Otherwise, implementation of 74LS153 as a 8:1 multiplexer. Okay, now this is as per the logical diagram. Now same diagram I will convert in terms of your pin diagram. That means if I am going to look here, this is simple pin diagram of your 74LS153, which consists of pin number 1, pin number 8, pin number 9, pin number 16. So in this case, from pin number 1 to pin number 15, look here, this is pin number 1, this is pin number 15. Through this case, we are applying one inverter. So this is called pin number 1, this is called pin number 15. Through this pin, you are connecting one inverter. So this is you are connecting one inverter. So output of this inverter directly connect to pin number 15. So output of this inverter is connected to the input of your pin number 15. So this is nothing but the inverter part. And the input of this inverter I will consider as a C, that is called third select input. So this is nothing but the third select input. That's why this is C, this is B, and this is A. Okay. Now second part, that means I require pin number 6, 5, 4, 3. Then 10, 11, 12, 13. These are the data inputs. That is called 6, 5, 4, 3. These are the data inputs I will call. This is called data inputs. Again, I will call 10 to 15. This is again I will call data inputs, because I want to implement 8:1. So 4 plus 4, total 8. Then this is 3 CBA, 3 select input. As per this case, this is the pin number 7, pin number 9. Pin number 7 is nothing but the output of your first multiplexer. This is Y. Then pin number 9 is nothing but the output of your second multiplexer, that is called Y2. So through this case, I am going to connect OR gate. Same thing I will apply here. Pin number 7, pin number 9. Through this case, I will connect an OR gate. So this is as per your pin diagram. Both diagrams are absolutely correct. You can able to implement both the diagram practically. Initially, you can able to verify by using this case. Same circuit withdraw by using the pin diagram. So in case of your practical exam, you should draw logical diagram, you should draw pin diagram. Hello student, in this video we will define how to verify the truth table of 8:1 multiplexer using IC 74LS153. In the previous video, we have already discussed how to implement 4:1 multiplexer using IC 74LS153. Okay, so to implement 8:1 multiplexer using 74LS153, you required OR gate and one inverter. So this why you require OR gate and inverter, that we already discussed in the previous video. Okay, so I am making the connections to implement 8:1 multiplexer. So important thing is that in this case, how to connect the pin number 1 and pin number 15. Okay, so I required one third select input. So in this case, I am going to consider third select input is nothing but a C. So this C is nothing but a third select input, that is called MSB, and these inputs I am taking from pin number 1 to pin number 15. So pin number 1 to pin number 15, so I will connect one inverter, and the output of this inverter I will connect to pin number 15. That means from pin number 1 to pin number the output of this pin number 1, I will connect the input of your inverter, and the output of this inverter I will connect to the pin number 15, and the pin number 1 I will consider as a third select input, that is called MSB. Okay, remaining all connections are same. That means from pin number 6, 5, 4, 3 is nothing but the I0, I1, I2, I3. Then pin number 10, 11, 12, 13, this is nothing but the I4, I5, I6 and I7. Okay, then pin number 2 is nothing but the B, pin number 15 is nothing but the A. So I am making CBA, so C is MSB, that's why my truth table is vary from 0, 0, 0 to 1, 1, 1. According to that, this is called I0 and this is called I7. Okay, then with respect to pin number 7 and pin number 9, I want to connect one OR gate. So pin number 7, that is called Y1, output of this Y1 I will connect to the first input of your OR gate. So this is the first input of your OR gate. Then pin number 9 I will connect the second input of your OR gate, and the output of the particular OR gate I will connect with respect to the LED. That means I want to verify this output. Okay, these are the connections I have implemented on the practical board. Now we will verify it. Okay, so whenever this CBA is equal to 0, 0, 0, so out of this total 8, this I0 will be get selected. So when it is 1, it is shows the output 1. Now if you are going to apply 0, 0, 1, so I1 will be get selected. When it is 1, your output is 1. So when I am going to apply 0, 1, 1, that is called third condition. So when it is 1, I2 will be get selected. So this is called I2. Now this is with respect to your multiplexer, upper multiplexer are working. Now if you are going to apply with respect to the second multiplexer, so if you are going to apply here last condition, that is called 1, 1, 1. If you are going to apply all 1, 1, 1, that is called I7. So when I7 is 1, your output is 1. If you are going to apply 6, that is called 1, 1, 0. At that condition, I6 will be get selected and it shows the output 1. Now last condition we can verify. So when it is 101, that is called 5, at that condition I5 pin will be get selected and it shows the particular output. So in this way we can able to implement the IC74LS153 as a 8:1 multiplexer. So important thing is that how to make the connections of pin number 1 and pin number 15. That is the first thing is very important, and how to make the connections of your OR gate. Okay, so this is called practical problem 2 of practical 2, that is called study of IC74LS153. In the next video we will define how to implement a typical variable function, 3 variable function by using IC74LS153. Okay, thank you.